You know that thing you've been talking about and dreaming about for a long time? Yeah, starting that blog or that business, or going back to school, or losing weight, or starting that meditation practice, or getting out of that toxic relationship. That thing you keep talking about, but you keep saying you don't know where to start, you don't know how to start. Suppose I told you that starting was as easy as looking in your backyard and beginning there. Would you believe me? Well, let me tell you what I found in my backyard when I looked. So we're getting ready to go on a hike today. No, I'm not the hiking kind. Definitely not. But quarantine means you have to find things to do which break up the monotony of being at home. Now, if the park is too crowded, then we're just gonna have to come back home. But even if we don't stay for the hike, just the act of putting on clothes and getting out of the house would be good enough. Trust me. It's been, I think this is week 4 now. And, variety is the spice of life. I'm not gonna gripe because we have to be home, and I appreciate all the efforts that different governments are doing to ensure that we're safe. I do appreciate that. I'm just looking for a little variety right now. And it means going out with Dimitri and Len, so that's nice. So that's one good thing about staying at home. We've bonded a little bit more, and week 4 and we're still not tired of each other. I kind of think that's pretty good, don't you think? So I'm just waiting for them to get ready, to be ready. And then we'll head out and see what today holds. We'll see what the day will be like. It's a nice sunny day. It's an unusually sunny day, and let's see if we can make use of the sun. But don't let the sun fool you. It's sunny and it's cold. But I'm gonna take a sleeveless puffy jacket also, because just in case this jacket is too much, then I'll just change. See you soon. I really was interested in the hike because my son went before and showed us this picture. So this should be fun though.
I don't know.
Under Dimitri's guidance. Dimitri, why can't we see you?
He doesn't want to be part
Where?
He's hiding.
Okay. Okay, so let's see where we end up. As we were driving along though, I think the thing that I kept thinking about was, how could this be in my backyard? I mean, it's in my backyard. This was only like a 3-minute drive from home. And I kept thinking, how could this be in my backyard? And yet it has taken me 18 years living in this neighborhood to discover it. 18 years. I can't even imagine how this could have happened. Well, yes, I guess I can imagine. But it almost made me sad to think that I was so caught up with working that it took the coronavirus to bring me here. Yep, we're definitely maintaining social distance here. There is just no way we can call it anything but social distance. Mind you, I know that the people in the same household don't have to be distant, but I'm calling it social distance, but it's really Tanya can't keep up with the guys with the long legs.
Yeah, it does.
So as I was saying before, I decided to go on the hike because of the lovely waterfall. It was something to work towards. I wanted to see it, even though I'm not a hiker. And my son said it was going to be 20 minutes to the waterfall. That's what he told me, 20 minutes. It did not take 20 minutes. It took over an hour just to get to the waterfall. So by the time I got there, I was not a happy camper. I was grumbling the whole time. Great view, but I thought, this isn't 20 minutes. Of course, when I got to the waterfall and I saw this view, I stopped grumbling. Okay, maybe I didn't stop, but I grumbled less. I was still annoyed that Dimitri told me 20 minutes and it took us over an hour. And I was tired, and I guess I wasn't mentally prepared to be walking that long. And that was just one way. So I kept thinking, how am I going to make it back down? Trust me, these flat feet were in pain. But I did say it was a challenge, and it was a challenge that I needed. And what better time than now to stretch myself? The world, Len. Oh, this is mine. You're on top of the world, huh? So far, so good. But, huh? It's a little bit warm now, but still cold. So yeah, guys said that they want to stay a while, so I think I will too. But this is beautiful. This is definitely really nice. They're telling me to come down, and no, I don't need to touch the water. No, I'm pretty good here. I'm much better on land than in water, so yeah. This is definitely the perfect spot, especially if you love outdoors. As we were walking down, and I kept thinking about how I missed out on this for 18 years, it made me think about the Aesop fable of the farmer and the sons. When the father was about to die, he called his sons and he said, there is a hidden treasure in our backyard, but you have to really dig and dig to find it. So, of course, when the father died, his sons took spade and shovel and forks, and they dug and dug and dug, but they didn't find the treasure. But in turning over the soil over and over, they ended up making the soil fertile, and that gave them the possibility of a huge crop. And that's what saved them. And so it is for us. We all have this treasure inside of us. But until we start digging and digging and digging and turning over the soil, we may never find that treasure that we already have. So the boys, or the men, the guys, went back down the trail. They continued. They finished up the last few minutes on the trail. I said, thank you, but no thank you. I heard my knees creaking enough for today. So I decided that I would take the main road on Lonsdale. I think it was a better decision for my knees. So hopefully we'll meet somewhere. I'm walking, they're walking towards the car, and then they'll come for me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't have to wait for long because the guys arrived in about 30 minutes. Thank you. So that was a good time. Did you say I was born? About 3-4 minutes ago. That was a great walk. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty hungry now.
No one stop.
I should should have taken out some wings.
Yeah, Jim just had a good idea. We should do barbecue tomorrow.
Okay.
Since I'm home. And the weather is
Yes,
good.
yes, that's true. And I have way more than enough chicken.
You have one?
Have enough chicken. But I mainly have legs though. I don't think I have any
I don't
thighs.
really like the legs.
I know. Are you gonna buy Safeway?
No.
What was it you had wanted again?
But I prefer to go home first.
Okay. So what did I learn today? Well, two things. The first, to get out of my comfort zone. And the second, to be aware that opportunities are everywhere, especially in my backyard. And until I'm willing to look, or as in the case of the father and the sons, until I'm willing to dig to find them, I'll never find them. But all I have to do is look, because they are there. So what about you? What's in your backyard? And have you started digging?